Today, in our country, we observe the national holiday known as Veterans Day to honor the men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. And according to the congressional act that created the holiday, today is also dedicated to the cause of world peace. It was originally called Armistice Day, marking the end of World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. After World War II, the name was changed in 1954 to Veterans Day to include all veterans. Two other national observances honor the men and women of the military, but they're distinct. Memorial Day is to honor those who have died while in service, and Armed Forces Day honors those who currently are serving in the military. Similarly, the Church sets aside particular days of the liturgical calendar to honor saints, devotions, and holy days. We call them solemnities, feasts, and memorials. Today is one of those days. Today we celebrate the memorial of Saint Martin of Tours. Saint Martin of Tours is a saint of the 4th century. He was a son of a veteran in Hungary, what is now Hungary, and at the age of 15, he was forced to serve in the army. He was baptized at age 18, but lived more like a monk than a soldier. He was eventually discharged at the age of 20 after objecting and refusing to join a battle. Instead of being a soldier of the Roman Empire, he wanted to be a soldier of Christ in the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God, which we hear in today's gospel, is not a geographical place where we all can go. It's not a political entity or a political party or system. We are told that the kingdom of God is among you, among us. And those words, among you, mean two things. The kingdom exists inside of us, collectively, as a group of believers and followers of Jesus Christ. And the kingdom exists also inside each one of us individually. And we access this kingdom through the internal response to the person and the teaching of Jesus. In his time as a soldier of the empire, Martin of Tours felt that internal movement to the person and teaching of Jesus. He wrestled about which kingdom he was to serve. It became clear to him that his calling was not to the earthly empire, but to serve in the kingdom of God. How do we serve in this kingdom, God's kingdom? Like in today's gospel, people tell us where to look. Is it here? Is it there? Society at large, perhaps family and friends, may have tried to tell us that to have a good life, a prosperous life, is to have a career, to amass large amounts of wealth, to climb the corporate ladder. Perhaps we are like Martin of Tours, trying to figure out how we are called to serve in God's kingdom, thinking about how to respond to and live out our internal response to the person and teaching of Jesus. Being a soldier in the kingdom of God means to comfort people in their sorrow, to bring nourishment to those who hunger for justice, to accompany families making difficult decisions, to encounter the men and women who have been outcast, to set free those who are enslaved to their addictions, and to model mercy, even in the impossible situations. So today, as we honor those who have served our country, may we also be inspired by the example of Saint Martin of Tours and his example of being a soldier of Christ in the kingdom of God.